Hey there, Leslie. Welcome to our YouTube channel. I know you have been really anxious to get your hands on Catlin here. So I'm gonna give her a test drive. We'll go over her in just a second, but first I wanna go over the goodie bag that you're gonna get with your Lift purchase. We're always gonna send out one of the Lift Hero hats. So that's a nice embroidered hat you've got there. The shirt that we send out as well is discount forklift, octane forklifts on the back there. Then you're also gonna get, the important stuff here is your forklift maintenance guide. So you're just gonna have kind of tips and tricks about your forklift through here, and then when you get to the back, we've got all of the pages you need to keep up on your weekly, daily, monthly, quarterly service on your lift. We always recommend making copies of these pages so you always have your fresh sheets in the book there and you can make sure to keep up on everything. And then the last thing you're going to get is the troubleshooting guide for your forklift. Any issues arise, make sure this is kind of like your first point of contact there. If you have any issues after that, please feel free to reach out to our customer success department and we'll get you taken care of. Now, let me introduce you to your forklift here. This is Catlin. You can see her name tag right there, and then the last four of her serial number. She is a 4,000-pound lead acid electric forklift. She does lift up to 15 feet 7 inches. On the front, you can see we have our safety painted forks, so you're always going to get the red forks with the yellow tips. Just makes it a little safer, easier to see when people are driving your lift around. And then your tag here, which you'll notice we've got the service date of 6:30. She just came out of service. And then your hours on there and who serviced it. So let me actually hop on here and show you how she moves around. All right. Now with this lift, it will not function unless you have the seatbelt on. So you have to make sure that you put your seatbelt on, safety first with the forklifts. Then you hit the brake and you've got your key switch right up here. And it's an electric lift, so they're super quiet when they're going. You've got your horn in the front here as well as one right back here. So that way you've got them in both spots. And then on this lift here, you're gonna have your fork up and down. You're gonna have your tilt backwards and forwards and your side shift. Now to get this lift into drive, you're gonna have a little lever on this first lift, or this first button on the first lever here. I'm struggling with words today. If you have it pushed forward, it goes forwards. If you have it pushed backwards, it goes backwards. So that's how you're gonna tell it what direction to go. So get our forks lifted up just a little bit here and then show you how she moves around. So like I said, super quiet, and on these 3-wheel electrics, they have very small turning radius, so you're not gonna struggle in any sort of like small spaces. I believe you need about 10 feet for your aisles for a 3-wheel electric. And then as I forgot to mention, she's got your pneumatic tires in the front there. So if you're having to go outside, you're never going to run into any issues with it getting stuck. So forwards there, and then we'll do backwards. Get a couple figure eights on there just so you could see how she moves around. All right, now gonna go all the way up. Like I said, 15 feet 7 inches in lift height there. She goes up pretty fast there. We can go back down. Now this one has the side shift. So you've got your side shift there. And then she also has your tilt forwards and backwards. She's all good to go. We're gonna be getting her sent out to you pretty quick.